My name is Dolphin Pro, and I've been playing the game for around 8 years.
My name is Pravus, and I've been playing the game for, what's this anniversary again? 10 years? Okay, so I've been playing for 10 years.
Yeah.
Very easy to remember.
I'm the Red King. I've been playing since 2018, making videos since 2022, I think. I cannot believe the game is 10 years old, personally. I mean, I didn't start playing it until 2018.
Yeah, so did I.
Oh, yeah.
So am I the only one who played it on day one?
I think so.
I think
Oh
you
gosh,
must
yeah.
be.
No, I remember launch. It was very exciting.
So what are your memories back from 2016 then?
I mean, it was a very different game. With pop system was completely different. It was broken up into tiles.
I do
And you
remember
had-
tiles.
Yeah, and you had different planets, had like different layouts and how they could have like adjacency bonuses. That was completely different. Diplomacy was far simpler back in the day. Cruisers and battleships were still overpowered, but you know, it was-
Yeah.
that was always going to be the case. There's very little resemblance aside from the art. Like the gameplay has changed. I think the game now is just objectively better.
When I first picked up Stellaris, I kind of didn't know what I wanted to play. I came from other real-time strategy stuff, so to come into something so expansive, I was lost until that meta corporation, and I found my home. Capitalism.
Yeah. This explains the pacifism. That's why I
Yes.
sit back and make money.
I just
Okay.
want to see number go up. That's all it is, and everyone can love me.
See, you're just a prime target to conquer. I'm curious then, do you guys even play with mods? Because there's so much content in the game.
I've dabbled with mods, so gigastructures I've dabbled with, and ACOT. I've dabbled with those two, but generally vanilla is all I need. In terms of community involvement, do you guys remember the Aquatic song? It's like a sea shanty.
Oh, yes, I do remember
Yeah.
that.
As a dolphin, yes.
Yes.
Yes, all too well.
And then the Toxoids one came after that. That was one of the best community things from any game I've ever seen.
I do my community created galaxy. So 25 to 30 people all submit empires. I mate them, we force spawn them in the same galaxy as mine, and we see how they interact with me. Most of them do end up trying to kill me, almost as if they do specifically gear it towards that.
Kill the streamer is a very
It's
popular
very
game.
popular, yeah, it's a popular
Everyone does
trope, but it works.
But jumping forward over the years, like, are there any particular games or role plays you guys remember that were just especially fun?
Probably one of my first few games, Commonwealth of Man, and the Contingency had spawned. I'd never seen a crisis before. It was my first crisis. Contingency had spawned. I had a bastion and a fleet, but it wasn't going to be enough. And I remember watching the months tick down as this Contingency fleet got closer and closer and closer. Completely annihilated me, destroyed my entire civilization, but
And that didn't demoralize you?
no, not at all. It was, I really, really enjoyed it. I was hooked. I remember telling my dad, Dad, the Contingency are coming for me, the robots are coming for me. I can't defend my systems. He's like, you could do it. And yeah,
Are you winning, son?
and yeah, I got annihilated.
Well, I usually play the game more for the roleplay aspect. So one of my favorite ones that I created, I decided my theme was going to be turning the food chain on its head. Because we are used to a world where plants are considered one of the lowest forms of life,
Yep.
and everyone consumes them. Well, what if we then turn that around so the plants are going to consume everyone else? So I created that start where you have a secondary species, but I just made them into livestock.
Love it.
And started just devouring all of them. And I thought, okay, we can take this further. Humans take trees or plants and turn them into ships. I can do the same. What if we get catalytic converting? And I just started raising up this species just to harvest them and turn them into my ships. And then once I finally reach out to the rest of the galactic community, I realize, oh my God, like everyone's consuming plants. This is a travesty. So I lead this relentless crusade, this justified crusade against the entire galaxy just to bring plant life, or in some case, maybe, the mushrooms or even lithoids. I'm okay with them, or robots. I can create a federation of all of them and then just lead this glorious crusade across the galaxy, and that's just how I played it. It was really quite fun.
You made meat ships before meat
I
ships
made meat
were a
ships
thing.
before bioships were
Yeah.
a thing. This is true. So what about like the future direction?
I feel like jump drives personally are a bit too easy to acquire these days.
Do you think so?
Yeah, you get them every game, and I think it changes that environment of choke points, for example, you just jump over them. Maybe a DSC, Deep Space Citadel, should prevent a jump. Would that be cool? I think that would be cool. Would you like to be able to take over an empire without going to war with them?
It's something I've played around with my community a lot. when we have these sort of discussions, when the game ends the same way with the crisis being destroyed and my min-maxed fleets and battleships with all their silly little laser things, how would you have taken over that, the other empire, or how would you have liked to seen this end up differently, or how would you have done it differently? And taking over an empire, other than just, vassalizing and integration.
You want more as ways of subverting.
Yes, yeah, I'd like them to, and
espionage kind of does that, but I feel like they could lean more into that.
Yeah, and the
Definitely.
vassalage is a bit silly in my opinion in some cases, because the amount of times an empire's gone, I want you to look after us. I want this. I have chosen this. They give themselves to you, you vassalize, you set the contract, they're like, we're disloyal now because you vassalized us.
Yes.
But you wanted
Yes.
this.
Agreed.
Yeah.
And they cancel all their contracts, they cancel all of their stuff, and then you're just fighting for that loyalty back.
The solution is pretty straightforward, though. Just get a planet cracker, commit more galactic war crimes, obliterate them.
I knew you were
They'll
going to say
never
that.
be a problem
I knew you
again.
were going to say that.
Yeah.
I knew that was why this was leading.
It works. I don't know what to tell you. It just works. Slight change, something else I'd love to see added. I've been asking them for this for years. Plasmoids. I have been waiting for energy beings for so long, and we just aren't getting them. Please, you've given me demons, you gave me necromancers before you gave me energy beings. Please, let me play as an energy being. It'd be great. Plasmoids, we've got to have them.